So every time people ask me what is the one thing that truly changed everything for you when it comes to money, wealth, your business growth, here it comes. It is learning how to keep more money. Welcome to the podcast, Manifesting Big Money Fast. My name is Janine Hurd. I am so excited that you found this podcast or that you're tuning in to another episode. This podcast is all about manifestation, big money, energetics, spirituality, how it's all connected, and most importantly, how you can increase your bank account right now. So let's dive in today's episode. Money lovers, welcome back to another powerful VIP podcast episode. And like I've just mentioned in the teaser, every time people ask me, what is the one thing most important to them? I feel like baking a cake, there's so many different ingredients and they all are required, even in the smallest and sometimes in the biggest quantity. However, when it comes to truly building generational wealth, there is one thing I can't emphasize enough, and that is truly you have to learn how to keep more money. And people think it's like, that's such a silly thing. Why? It doesn't make any sense. You just got to show me how to make more money. But you're going to be surprised how many people are actually making more money than they used to, but their financial situation hasn't changed. And this very often shows up that people who don't master this step have a very high income, but low savings. And if you've been listening to my podcast and we are already friends, besties, you know I am not a fan of the word savings. I don't save in the traditional sense. My bank account is always pretty empty, between 5 to 10K every week. I take my money out because keeping more money also means managing more money. And I have a plan of what I do, where my money goes. And it goes in certain, let's call them jars. So then these jars, the money in the jars can multiply, but can work for me. So I make more money off the money I have. And that's why I don't save in the traditional sense. Multiple reasons. First of all, I don't trust banks. It shouldn't be a surprise. And people always say, yeah, but the government is gonna bail, it's safe till a certain amount. I'm like, this is cute. But if you check, you think a bank which is in financial troubles is going to be saved by a government which is almost bankrupt, which is true for all Western governments. So there are statistics that the government in the Western world, meaning the US, Canada, Europe, is having about 3% of the financial means to protect the money like they're saying they would. So for me, it's the last safest place. The other part is, that you have to learn how to keep more money, how to manage your money, or it's about time right now, is when you kind of live from paycheck to paycheck, from monthly income to monthly income. And this is something people always ask me. I'm like, hey, where is it coming from that it seems like I'm making more money, but at the end of the month, I don't have much more left. And I can tell you 100% you don't have a plan. You just kind of hope, more money's coming in, so it's got to stay. But it's not true, because more money's coming in. It is being confronted with your current spending behavior. And that is like spend it no matter what. So it doesn't matter how much more is coming in. We have to learn how to keep more money, to hold more money, to manage more money, and afterwards to multiply more money. And once you've added those two steps, we can go back to step number 1, how to make more money. You've just listened to the first 4 minutes of the VIP version of the podcast. By becoming a VIP member, you can listen to 3 episodes per week. You will receive early bird access to the Monday episode, so you already can listen on Sunday. And if that doesn't sound great enough yet, I've got one more. Why you should become a podcast VIP member. I'm answering every week a listener's question in the podcast. So if you have a question, drop it in the Q&A thread and receive the answer in the podcast. Can't wait to see you. Simply click on the link in the show notes or go to courses.richandhappiness.com to become a VIP member.